So, have you been watching my YouTube channel and thinking, this is fun watching you on your real estate investing journey, Matt, blah, 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 but where's the excitement and drama? How's this for excitement and drama? Me and my business partner have to come up with $450,000 in cash by Tuesday. Today's Friday at noon. $450,000 in cash in order to buy our 20-unit property that closes on November 1st. I was originally hoping to just do a video for you guys saying, hey, I'm closing on a 20-unit building, woo, I'm taking my portfolio to the next level, this is going to be so awesome. And it probably still will be totally awesome, but we need to come up with $450,000 in cash because the bank isn't going to give us a mortgage. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Matt, you don't come across as a complete dumbass in your videos. How the f*** did you get yourself into this situation? Good question. Just realized I was feeling really stressed today, and I thought I should probably shoot a video and explain why I'm so stressed right now. So there's a whole bunch of random things that are going on right now. It involves a really big purchase. It'll be the biggest purchase I've made to date, and I'm really excited by the potential in this property. And so this property, just to give you a real rough idea, it's a 20-unit parcel that consists of 3 buildings. So I'm to close on that deal in 8 days from now. It's 4 o'clock on Monday, so on the 24th. So I actually have really 5 business days now until that deal closes. 5 business days. And the bank just told me they need another appraisal on one of the triplexes. So it's essentially a 14-unit, a triplex, and a triplex. They originally said they only need to appraise the 14-unit and the 1 triplex because they're on the same parcel, and they didn't need to do an appraisal on the 2nd triplex. I thought that seemed strange at the time. You know what? I don't know. I'm not even sure who to blame, whether I should blame the banker, whether I should blame myself, whether I should blame my lawyers, but there's absolutely no reason. And so that appraisal now is scheduled for Thursday of this week. So literally, we'll get the appraisal report on the Friday, and I'll be buying the property on the Tuesday. I think I'm buying this property with a ton of built-in equity already and a lot of potential. In an absolute worst case scenario, if the bank came back and said they weren't willing to lend on this single triplex, I could probably scrape together enough cash and IOUs in order to actually fund the whole purchase myself. But I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be having to do that, and I shouldn't be stressing about having to do that. I don't know. I guess actually this is as much me talking to myself as it is talking to you guys, my YouTube viewers, but it's just frustrating. In addition to that, I have another big parcel that I'm in the process of negotiating on, and I'm essentially getting the same runaround from the same bank, and that's getting frustrating again because I really want that 10-unit parcel deal to also close, and it probably will. It's probably all going to work out because at the end of the day, everything has always worked out for me because I'm a lucky SOB, but it can be really stressful being lucky. I know I've said before, but peaks and valleys, this is just getting ridiculous sometimes, the amount of stress I'm going over trying to get these deals to align and everything just line up perfectly. In addition to that, the banks told me that they've forwarded the funds on my refinance of Elias Street, which is awesome. Everything worked out perfectly there. I got that $150,000 appraisal value. That's perfect. Everything went exactly according to plan, except for my lawyers don't know where the money is. And when I contacted the clerk that handles my files, of course, she was away last week. She's not in today. I want that money today so I can go and buy that 20-unit parcel. It's only 30 grand, so it's not the end of the world. If I don't get the 30 grand in time to buy these properties, I can find the money somewhere else. But that was my original plan. And again, this feels like one of those things that I really shouldn't be stressing over. And the frustrating thing is, I think I have good contacts at the bank, and I've been using these lawyers for a really long time. It's just, I'm not even sure how to really amend this problem. I think it's really just going to come down to me. I'm going to need to implement a more sophisticated system in regards to how I approach purchasing the property. I'm literally just going to have a checklist that I go along, and I'm not going to waive my conditions until the banks have given me all of the exact documents that I need in order to know that I have guaranteed financing. When I do my refinancing, I'm going to make sure that I have a checklist to stay on top of my lawyer and follow up with them frequently to make sure that I get the money when I'm supposed to get the money. Either way, I'm going to be stressing out, shooting off a bunch more emails, phone calls, and texts, trying to herd all these stray cats that seem to be my life right now. And So how'd I get here? Got what I consider to be a great deal on the 20-unit parcel of buildings. Cash flow's great. I think we got in a great purchase price. It's in a transitioning neighborhood. Got the deal under contract, Cloud9. Found a business partner that we haven't actually done a deal before. He's been a colleague of mine at previous employers and stuff, and just a great guy. I really enjoy working with him. So I presented him this deal. He said yes. He's been investing in real estate longer than myself, and he's definitely a very sophisticated investor. And so I felt great bringing him into this project because I knew he had deep pockets and stuff, and because we're going to need a commercial lender because it was 20 units. I knew we were potentially gonna have to put down a lot more money than I usually do on my other properties. So I wanted to make sure I had a partner lined up that was more than capable of that. We got to the point where we had to waive our financing conditions for the building, and they were willing to give us essentially a formal commitment for financing on that building. But this genius of a guy went ahead and got himself another 10-unit building as well with the same partner to close on December 1st, where the 20-unit closes November 1st. The bank told us it'd be easier if they rolled it all into like one credit application instead of two. They're the experts, so it makes sense to me. They said, don't worry about it. We'll still totally be able to finance both properties. You guys have amazing credit history, great earning potential. We check all the boxes banks get hot and wet about. And then something got lost in translation. The bank didn't submit their forms on time. So they're not going to be able to get us the mortgage until like a week or 2 weeks after we close on the deal. You know what? It turns out sellers, they want their money when they're supposed to get their money. This seller in particular, the market's heated up since I originally got the property under contract. So he knows that he could turn around and resell it for more money than what he agreed to sell it to me for. So he doesn't want to extend it. And technically he shouldn't have to. Technically I shouldn't even be in the situation where I have to ask him that. So we don't have a mortgage on this property. So we need to come up with the full purchase price. So how's that for excitement and drama? Is that what you were looking for? Is that how I'm going to get a viral video? Is by stressing the f*** out? Because I maybe would have been okay without a viral video. But okay, so this is how things are going to work. Lines of credit. Me and my business partner will essentially just be pulling a bunch of money from different lines of credit that we have access to in order to self-finance this deal. It should theoretically just be a stub period where we're going to be financing it just for a week or two until the bank comes through and gives us the mortgage they should have given us already. Then once we get our money back, then we'll feel confident that we can buy the 10-unit building. The real issue here is the 10-unit building is also, the market's heated up since I got that deal under contract, and so they don't want to give us an extension. And my partner, rightfully so, doesn't want to waive that deal because theoretically if things fall apart on that deal as well, we could end up having to come up with $800,000 in cash, which between the two of us, we don't have enough lines of credit to do that. So I'm not sure. The second deal for 10 units might fall apart, and that's extremely frustrating because from my perspective, it was really through no real fault of my own. That being said, because at the end of the day, everyone can pass the buck, but I can't. I'm the one that signed the contract. I'm the one whose name's on the documents. I'm the one that gets sued if things go wrong. The buck stops here. So you always need to have a plan B or C. And theoretically in the back of our minds when we were doing this deal, we thought it was a good enough deal that if guns to our head, would we self-finance? Yeah, we thought we would if we absolutely had to. I swear to God, we never thought it would get to this point that we would have to though. So right now, my agent just got yelled a lot at by the listing agent when they found out we asked for an extension on our financing condition for the 10-unit building. I'm not even sure. I don't know, guys. This is peaks and valleys. And so is this a peak or a valley? Is it a valley because we failed to secure financing and might lose the 10-unit building? Or is it a peak because somehow this dumbass is going to be able to pull off this 20-unit deal no matter what by self-financing it with his business partner? I don't know, guys. You tell me, am I dumbass or a genius, or am I both? Am I neither? Actually, it'd probably be most insulting if I was neither. If I was just a rambling fool. I don't know, guys. I think it's going to be an interesting November. I hope you tag along for the experience. I'll try and keep you as updated as possible, assuming you're getting value from these really vloggy type day in the life of real estate investor shit. Feel free. You got suggestions or questions or whatever, throw them down there in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see what craziness I get myself into next. And if I'm providing you valuable content, hit that like button. Yeah, so hopefully you got your fill of real estate drama today. All that being said, it's probably going to work out for me because things have always worked out for me. And usually you put enough hard work in, it's going to work out for you. So take a deep breath and start working on the next plan. Hey guys, just thought I'd shoot you a really quick update on what's going on with the financing fiasco and all that bullshit. So, sounds like we're still going to go ahead and self-finance. The bank should be able to get us the mortgage within a week or two after the fact of our closing. And the 10-unit deal, it seems like we're going to get a signed extension. I'm still waiting on actually seeing the paperwork from the seller, but they originally caused a big stink. My agent just tried to explain the situation as much as possible. Me and the banker called and spoke to the listing agent as well to try and give them as much assurance as possible. She originally was not very receptive to that and was less than kind to my agent over the phone and stuff, which is fine. I get it. People get frustrated. They don't want deals to fall apart, especially at the 11th hour. And she thankfully saw that we've been putting in a lot of work to make this happen. We've been very flexible on a lot of terms and stuff and very open to trying to find a win-win. And once she kind of had time to vent and adjust to the new reality, she said she'd get us the signed extension from her seller, so we should all be good. So hopefully within a week's time today, I should own the 20-unit building, mortgage-free and clear, but hopefully be getting the mortgage on it shortly after. And I should then be able to get financing lined up for the 10-unit building. So, one of those things, it seems like things are going to work out for me. They usually do. But just thought I'd give you the update video because I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. Alright, thanks for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. Until next time, making money is a team sport. Sometimes it's stressful. Hey guys, Matt here. A quick random update video, semi-full-time real estate investing. It's filled with peaks and valleys, guys.
Peaks and valleys is what it's about.
Recently, I've lost a couple bidding wars on properties, which can be frustrating because you spend and invest a lot of time. Had a deal go sour based on the appraisal.